Barstool has been Disney-fied in a lot of ways, and Dave Portnoy is sort of the Mickey Mouse of Barstool now. Davey Mouse. Oh, I'm going to have a celebrity on today and eat pizza. You know, he's a now. I saw Steve Austin was in yesterday. Woo! So edgy. They must get a lot of trouble when they have people like that in there.
Did he shotgun a beer?
Oh, yeah, who knows? Who's in today? Is it going to be Logan Paul again? Oh, I can't wait. I'm as pro-transgender as anybody. It doesn't but Bob doesn't. That has nothing to do with that anymore. Nothing to do with that anymore. He's enjoying the sport of it. So you know, and Portnoy could say, "Oh, it doesn't matter. It's your own battle." Okay, it's my own battle. You know. And then he said the thing about the $50 million, and then they get rid of me. I get that too. It's a business. They're a business. I mean, Barstool has been Disney-fied in a lot of ways, and Dave Portnoy is sort of the Mickey Mouse of Barstool now. Davey Mouse, you know. D-A-V-E-Y-M-O-U-S-E. What does that spell? Davey Mouse. Davey Mouse. Oh, I'm going to have a celebrity on today and eat pizza. You know, he's a pussy now, but that's okay. He is, but that's all right. It doesn't. I deal with Eric. I don't deal with Davey Mouse anymore. I just don't. He's the little symbol of the new Barstool where they have celebrities and all. I saw Steve Austin was in yesterday. Woo! So edgy. They must get a lot of trouble when they have people like that in there.
Did he shotgun a beer?
Oh, yeah, who knows? Who's in today? Is it going to be Logan Paul again? Oh, I can't wait. I mean, like, what the fuck? I mean, you know, it's Disney World. They're Disney World. And I enjoy it, and they've been great to me. But, I mean, Dave Portnoy is not Dave Portnoy anymore. He's not. He's Mickey Mouse. Like, he's Davey Mouse. He's the Davey Mouse of Barstool. He doesn't really have any power anymore. He handed over, he signed the check, and now he puts on sometimes he goes to England and puts on a tuxedo and dances around. Sometimes he goes to horse races, and sometimes he shoves pizza in his fucking face. That's what he is now. He's just a little symbol. That's all he is.
I think Davey Mouse shirts in the Barstool store?
Well, that's the other thing. Why don't we have 500 shirts?
We can.
Just do them every day. I want that merch shirt. Done.
Okay.
I want all these things done. Done. Davey Mouse, done. That's it. I want all those shirts done.
Yeah, we got some
Heroes
mock-ups we can check out.
I don't want to know anything about them. Just put them up. Just fucking put them up. All right. Put them up. 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 Put them up, and let people buy them. If you like the show, buy them. That's all.
I will say, you remember what happened last time we did this?
Simple. Okay, let's keep it simple. Go ahead.
I was just going to say that I think for people who think this is just a Kirk Minihane battle, they're wrong.
No,
because
God.
I mean, they will continue to take down every single person who disagrees with them, and whether it's the trans issue, whether any issue, it doesn't matter what it is.
The issue itself is irrelevant. The issue itself is wholly irrelevant.
It's just deplatforming, plain and simple.
Right.
They're going to tear down people who disagree with them because they don't want contested speech.
And I don't want to give you a big boner here, Steve, but that's why I admire Tucker Carlson. Is because you know he just says those people. He's like basically fuck you. Like okay, 12 advertisers bailed. Fuck them. We'll find 12 more. Fuck you, Laura Ingraham. Same thing. Fuck you. Like there is that stuff where God forbid you say something that some people don't agree with. Okay, well, we disagree, and how about you just disagree with me and, we move on. But no, let's fire this person. And let's just say they got Tucker Carlson fired last year or Loring, right? Like, then what? Do you think they're like, oh, we're satisfied, we're done? No, they're going to move on to the next one. Like, O'Reilly should have been fired.
Yeah.
He was fucking sexually harassing women. I have no problem. Like, that's different. That's a different situation. That's not thought. That's not free speech. That's being a fucking creep and a sexual harasser and a predator and an asshole. Roger Ailes deserved to be fired. But, what was the thing with Laura? What was her thing?
She said something about David Hogg, one of the students at Parkman.
Right, which is I know a lot of people don't like him, but I didn't agree with her. I thought it was an asshole thing to do. But whatever. Like she's a fucking he was a legal age, correct?
17 or 18.
Okay, whatever.
Made himself a public figure.
What did Tucker do?
I think Tucker referred to illegal immigrants making America dirtier because he was showing footage of litter along illegal coyote path routes.
Right. And Laura Ingram's other thing was LeBron James, right?
Yeah, she said
shut up and dribble.
Yeah, shut up.
Of course, she wrote a book called "Shut Up and Sing" or something, right? Wasn't it "Shut Up and Act"? Or Shut
she's
Up and
written
Sing?
so many books.
That's what I mean. But so what? Like so fucking what? I don't care. Like, same thing. Even on the other side, like Joy Reid, right? Wrote all those weird blogs, like
homophobic things about Charlie Crist. It wasn't her. It was the time traveling hacker.
Right. Exactly.
Yes.
So she should not. I don't know. Like what the fuck?
Drummed out of public life.
How about she just goes on and you don't watch her or you mock her? Or what? Like it's this rush to get everybody off the air. Like let's say Bob Murchison wins, right? And they literally take my fucking vocal cords out of my body and I can't speak anymore. And they would take my brain out, chop my hands off so I can't write anything. How does his life get better?
It's crazy to me the amount of people that don't just allow things to exist that they don't necessarily like. You know what I mean? Like my girlfriend watches The Bachelor. I have no interest in it, but it's I don't think
you're not trying to get it taken off the air.
I don't think we should shut it down because I'm not interested in watching it.
Yeah, I don't understand it. Like I don't get it. It's weird to me.
There's also something strange about the left wingers who are trying to use corporations to control speech. Like they want large corporations not advertising with you to be the arbiters of what's okay.
Well, it's also
they're supposed to be like big anti-business.
Well, it's also guys, like I said yesterday, who are sitting there saying, "Well, Kirk's on public airwaves. This isn't fair." But then he goes somewhere where it's not public, and it's still not fair. So it's just again, it's a sport. It's a sport, and it's, like part of me just kind of wants to say, I'd love for Barstool to release a statement saying, "Fuck this guy," and if you, whatever company bows under him, you're not getting Barstool anymore. Fuck you.
I'm honestly a little surprised they didn't.
Yeah, like fuck you. We're Barstool, and if you don't, if you're Bombas socks or whatever it is, just so you know, everybody who likes Barstool, we're gonna get together and not use your product anymore.
How is what Murchison's doing any different from what the Mafia used to do? I know there's no violence, but he's going to the Bombas and
emotional
saying,
violence, it's mental violence.
It's a pretty nice sock company you got here. It'd be a shame if somebody came along and
literally what he's doing. Basically.
Yeah, exactly. It's a whole shakedown racket.
But I would also say that at some point, like the company has to say, well, is anybody else emailing us? Is it no, fuck you. And I used to say that last year and the year before. Nobody else would, literally nobody else would, but he would bombard them. And they would give up because they were afraid, because they were pussies. So, I think the onus is on the company, myself.
Yeah, just block the guy's fucking email.
Yeah, just say, fuck you, fuck off. We got an email yesterday to the Minifans Show account from some guy. Did you see that? Who dealt with them? And the guy was like, "We don't stop bothering us." And Murchison said, "Okay," which surprised me. But that's what you have to do. You have to say no. Buffalo Wild Wings did it. Milton's has done it. We love them. We love Buffalo Wild Wings. Other companies have done it. This is why we love Roman so much. First of all, it's a great product, and secondly, they're loyal. They're saying fuck off. And I know the Roman's getting great feedback for the advertising we're doing for the show, which I think is different. I'm guessing different than any other advertising they have anywhere there is. So that's kind of where we're at. I mean, I think we have to get this thing solved one way or another. And that's kind of it. Not a lot has changed here all of a sudden quickly. And by the way, it's one fucking company that's done it.
Yeah, that was the other thing too. Is I think people seem to be freaking out a little too much. Like,
yeah,
now the show is failing.
But I get it.
It's the same as it was yesterday.
But I get it. It's because for them they're like,
they've been through it.
Yeah, the people who are new don't really understand, but the people who've been through it are like, holy fuck. Like, we thought when we got to Barstool, Portnoy would, I don't know, have my back and have some balls instead of putting on his big ears and dance around.
Yeah, I think a lot of people expected an emergency press conference.
Yeah, but Dave he's got there's different celebrities he has to deal with, and his horse racing. I mean, what's more important, right? I mean, he's got a bet in his horse races. That's funny. And do his Golden Sunset stuff, a riot.
But this he'll respond to.
Oddly
enough, he'll respond to you calling him Davey Mouse.
Maybe he's a pussy. I don't know if he'll have any guts or not. Who knows?
I mean,
yeah, I have no idea. It depends on what advertisers tell him to do.
Yeah,
it's my understanding of it, right? I mean, if they tell him to dance, he'll fucking dance. They tell him to eat that pizza, he'll eat that pizza. I mean, that's Davey Mouse. He's the signal of Barstool Disney. I think that's not a big issue there, is there?
No.
Steve? No?
No, I don't see any possible issues coming.
What?
I don't see any issues coming from that.
Well, I mean, am I wrong? I listen to him. I'm not, like I said, I don't mind he leaves us alone, but the old Portnoy, the Milton Portnoy probably would have been. The guy I worked with. Yeah, would have been a little more spirited instead of saying, "Oh, this is your issue, not my issue." Well, it's going to be your issue soon enough, stupid, if you don't, help me out. But that's okay. I'll do it.
I remember. This is the Portnoy I remember. Called the churning group called him the day they were going to make the announcement they sold the company, and
the Disney group.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Sports Illustrated wrote another hit piece on Barstool.
Yeah.
And the Chernins called him and said hey, maybe we shouldn't announce it today just because of the bad press. And Portnoy said, if that's how you want to play it, then maybe we just shouldn't do the deal.
Right.
And I thought, that's a guy I fucking respect.
Does he have air conditioning in that costume or no? Because it's got to be when they open Barstool Amusement Park. And they have the Call Her Daddy ride, and they have Feidelberg Land and Carabas Land, where you get to see how fast you can throw a fucking baseball.
Would Feidelberg see a piece of it or not?
It's a good question. Will Portnoy be right in front? And that's got to be hot. I hope he has AC for that. When he's kind of jumping around and taking pictures with. He takes pictures with everybody. That whole thing. Will he be part of it or no?
Hey, everyone knows the rules, Dave.
Yeah. Oh yeah, everyone. Oh, yeah. Frankie will be next to him, and it'll be wacky. And nobody goes after him, and Portnoy's happy to yell at people if they don't dress up, but when somebody's in a real situation, let's hand this over to you. This is your deal. I get, I'm on my 15-minute break here. I gotta get back to the park. I gotta put the fucking suit on. I gotta put the gloves on. I gotta put the big ears on and dance around.
Sounds like someone wants to call into Barstool Radio again today.
I do not. I will decline that offer today. That's not my contract. Go ahead.
Oddly, it sounded like he had nicer things to say about Francis, whom he fired, than he did you yesterday.
Well, I mean, although he sent an email to the company yesterday that said, well, you're not allowed to talk about Francis or have Francis. Did you see that email?
No. I'm not on the company email listserv.
He said, no Francis talk, don't have Francis on. You can't go on any Francis podcast anymore. Let's not promote Francis, which I mean, I don't give a fuck about. But what did he say about Francis? Oh, that's true. Like
he said it was once in a generation talent.
Yeah, kiss Francis's ass. Like,
so it was really hard to let him go. He's very talented. Yada yada.
Yeah, I mean, I think he looks at me now as a little bit of a headache, which is fine. I mean, whatever. I mean, he knew what he was getting. I mean, there's nothing he didn't know he was getting a business with here.
No, I don't think there's any false advertising on your part. The entire thing was very public.
Yeah, I mean, he knew it. And by the way, the podcast has been really successful. Like, the numbers are fucking great. So I don't know, I don't know what they want. But I would say until this is taken care of, it's going to hijack the show at times for good. I mean, and I know Dave, Erica cares more than Dave. And that's not a put down on Dave. Dave's got other shit to worry about.
Yeah. So Erica's more interested in helping.
Yeah, she's been great. Yeah. She's been great. And I don't mind. I actually don't. I'm obviously making fun of Dave, but like, I don't mind that he doesn't care. That doesn't really bother me. Right. It seems to bother the fans of the show more. But I would have him. My ideal mind. I thought when I asked Portnoy that question yesterday, he was going to say, you know what, you're right. This is bullshit. If you fucking bail out on this guy and he said, I'm 100% right on this, then fuck those advertisers. But that's, not the way they do it. I guess that's not the way he does it anymore. I don't know if it's changed or it's the same, whatever. I have no idea how he did business before because I didn't work with him before. But I know now, it's also different. I mean, he's a trademarked character. I mean, Davey Mouse is trademarked. So it's like the cartoon. I saw they sent out, it was nice. I got to see the first episode of Davey Mouse yesterday. And oh my God, did he get in some trouble. Like the pizza it was a funny episode. There was a pizza thing going on. And it was a horse thing. It was really funny. His dad came in, Mikey Mouse, his dad. It was a really funny episode. The first episode of Davey Mouse, available on Barstool Cartoons. Barstool for kids, which is, let's be honest, like kind of the next step for Disney Barstool, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's kind of where we're headed, so it doesn't really matter.
Does he wear the red overalls, or is that too derivative?
Oh, yeah, it's a good question. I love the episode where Davey Mouse shuts down the comments section. Great episode, because I think that's important. Like, freedom of speech to me, get the fuck out of here. Like, let's make people pay for it. That's the way Davey Mouse. That's my favorite cartoon character. Harry loves him. Harry loves Barstool Cartoons.
Oh, good.
Oh, he loves it. Loves it. Oh my God!
Although he might be getting a little old.
At 7, he's getting a little old for it. It's true. It's more for 3 or 4 year olds, but it's like Davey's like hey, you and I can count to 3. It is easy, can't you see? Davey Mouse. Okay, here we go. Oh, the pizza's a little hot, kids.
Now, if a full pizza has 8 slices and you eat 2 slices, how many slices are left?
Let's welcome our good friend today, my friend. I know Mr. Kirk doesn't like him. Mr. Bob. He's going to come in today and tell us how to live our lives.